Hello and welcome to this week's Explore Tulsa. We'll start with Tulsa radio legend John Erling.
Then we'll hit the trails with one of Tulsa's snappiest dressers, Biker Fox.
Followed by a historic tour of downtown Tulsa with Bandana Tours.
Plus, a little shop that does as much good as it looks, Deanne Boyd's Bonbonniere.
Hi, I'm Trish Whitmer.
And I'm Stevie Fernandez.
Thank you so much for joining us for this week's Explore Tulsa.
Plus, remember, all summer long, Video Revolution at 71st and Lewis is working with us to give away a TV a month.
This is one of the nicest TVs in the house too, Stevie, a 40-inch Sony Bravia. And all you have to do is wait for Stevie and I to tell you which one of our segments is your key to register for that amazing prize.
The envelope, please.
There you go.
Ooh, this is so exciting. Look, check it out. Oh, and the July winner is Kathy Moore.
Congratulations, Kathy, and maybe you're a big fan of our first guest.
If Kathy lived in Tulsa for any time at all, she'll be definitely interested in catching up with Oklahoma Radio Hall of Famer John Erling.
Well, my name is John Erling, and I was for nearly 30 years a broadcaster in the morning show of KRMG. And in the last several years, I have been recording Oklahoma voices for the website voicesofoklahoma.com. I came to Tulsa in 1976. I grew up in Grand Forks, North Dakota, where the land is so flat you can watch a dog run away for 2 weeks. So when I came here and I saw the mountains we have around here, and our studios were downtown on Boulder at that time, on the 23rd floor of Liberty Towers, I looked out and I saw to the west in the Sand Springs area what I came to know as the Tulsa Mountains. And when I started talking to people, I said, these mountains are beautiful. I said, where? Those are hills. And so I had a big controversy on the air on how tall a mountain is. It's 600 and some feet or whatever, or a hill is that high. And I said, no, you're crazy. It's a mountain. And then, of course, you probably remember I built a cat and dog hospital, which was similar when Oral Roberts, he built the City of Faith. And 77 stories, and I think 777 beds or whatever it was. And so I thought, well, the least I can do is to build a cat and dog hospital here. And it was 770 stories and 777 beds. And it was a cat house and a dog house. And then out in front were the praying paws. And so that caused some controversy. Again, by crowd over here who understood what I was doing, and those who were very close to Oral who thought I was just making fun when I would say on the air, I believe in the basic faith of what Oral Roberts is preaching. My faith is there too. I am talking about what else he's doing. It's just a parody. But many of them just didn't get it. We had lots of fun in that area, and since then Oral and I have become friends and did an interview for our project, but those are some of the fun things we did. This was in the day when we had a lot of time to talk as well. So getting involved in the community and making fun in a community that I thoroughly enjoyed and loved. Never did I do this out of hate. It was always because I loved Tulsa. So I had a lot of experience and enjoyed interviewing people on the radio. But that's a shorter period of time. You had a 5-minute, at the very most, maybe 10-minute interview. And I always wanted to do long-range interviews, do them longer than that. And the power of the voice telling it, as opposed to reading, we're not knocking books, but the voice telling it is an extra dimension. And it becomes HD, if you like, of the story. So I thought if I could do that, put these voices and direct it towards students and the general public, that would be a good thing to do for our state. What this project, voicesofoklahoma.com, has gotten me to do is to get to know Oklahomans on a personal basis. I can sit down and talk to them face to face. They listened to me, but I didn't know them. They perhaps thought they knew me, but now I get to know them. And I talk to them for a couple hours at a time. I can either go into their homes, their offices, or they come to my home. And so I've really become more knowledgeable about the people of Oklahoma. So what we're doing with this is bringing this knowledge to students. I always say that the website is probably going to be most used and be most impressed by the babies who are born today at our hospitals. Because can you imagine 10, 15, 20 years from now, and they look back on the voice of Oral Roberts telling about how his mother was born on the banks of a river somewhere, how Chester Cadjo started Quick Trip, and they hear these stories in their own voices. 20 years from now, 25 years from now, it would be great to have had Thomas Jefferson on a website like this. We've heard about his little timid, thin voice, but to have heard it, that's what we're doing at voicesofoklahoma.com. So it's a gift to the present generation, but to generations to come, and I've been able to take my interest in the microphone, my interest in interviewing people and getting to know them, and put this in this oral history website. So it's been fun for me, but I trust it'll be a lasting legacy forever and ever.
I used to work with John at Cox Radio, and Trish, John's a little like you and me.
Really? How's that?
Well, he's a runner too, and you can catch him on the Riverwalk trails just about any time.
So if you used to work with John, does that make you a radio legend too?
Well, Trish, the most legendary thing that I've ever done is a chance to get to work with you.
Oh, how sweet, Stevie.
That works every time. And just ahead, we're back on the trails to catch up with Biker Fox when Explore Tulsa continues.
Once again in Tulsa, wonders of Mexico, El Spectaculo. Enjoy a journey throughout Mexico with folkloric dances of the different regions filled with colorful traditional outfits, and dance and sing along with the mariachi musical notes. Friday, August 17th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, August 18th at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the Union Performing Arts Center located at Union High School. Ticket sales at the box office, or for more information, call 918-706-7458.
What is your euphoria?
A rejuvenating facial at Euphoria.
Novalash extensions at Euphoria.
A relaxing massage at Euphoria.
Euphoria Spa and Salon has 5,000 square feet to make you look and feel beautiful. Hair, nails, facials, massage, eyelash extensions, beachy spa, and more. Experience Euphoria at Euphoria Spa and Salon, 110th and Memorial.
It means a lot to us that you chose to stick around for more Explore Tulsa.
Trish, who would you say is the most stylish of the folks that are out on the bike trails?
I'm not sure you can call it stylish, but the very flamboyant Biker Fox does stand out in the crowd.
Biker Fox is this very serious businessman, very serious about my business, but I'm also a kid at heart, so I get out there, love to enjoy life, and on the internet I put out these crazy, funny videos, and they may not be the exact person I am, but it's just, you know, it's like any entertainer. You want to put out some videos that's different, something to get people's attention, you know, and that's what I do. I was just morbidly obese. I was 245 and I was sick. I was having chest pains and all kinds of pains. I was about to have a heart attack. And one Sunday I just decided I had tried to exercise, but I couldn't stop eating all the food. And we have a neighborhood here. It's a 1 mile loop. We call it the loop. It goes out to 101st, loops around, comes down here. And I would ride that 25, 35, 40 times every day. And I did that for months, just ride around in circles. And then I finally got the courage up to go out on the trail, and I got on the trail. Oh, it was so enlightening. It just opened my spirit so much, and ended up losing over 80 pounds within a year, and it just changed my life. I have no chest pain anymore. I feel my blood pressure's, you know, 100 over 70, so I really feel fabulous. Come on and join me. After losing the weight, I started doing all these bike tricks, and I wanted to color it up a little bit. You know, they've got colorful jerseys, all guys do, but they've all got black shorts, you know. So I got online, started looking around for some other types of spandex, and that's what all cyclists wear. And I found American Apparel. And I went there, and you know, actually they're girls' attire, but they're 95% cotton, 5% spandex. They're so comfortable to wear. And I started putting that on and riding around, and let's put it this way, it's quite a bit more colorful than the black shorts. In in 1988, I started my business with my parents. They live in this neighborhood, and I had just this 40 by 40 privacy fence in the corner of their yard. They have a couple acres, and I started putting GTO Cutlass and Skylark parts back there, and I put an ad in Hemi's Motor News in 1988. I sold a 1967 GTO for $2,800 in 2 days. I had dozens of calls, and I thought, oh my gosh, there's a market up north for muscle car parts. So I started putting, I started advertising billions and trillions of parts, and I just started selling fenders, doors, taillights. You know, they couldn't get them up north, and started making pretty good money. And from there, it's just taken off. Now I'm well known all over the world. I'm listed at the top of Google at everything, all the muscle car parts. Anything you can imagine. It's done very well. Now I have 10 acres and several warehouses, tens of thousands of square feet of muscle car parts nobody else has in the world. And so that's what I do for a living, and looks like I'm going to be doing it for another 25 years. I love Tulsa. Tulsa's my hometown. I grew up here. Tulsa's such a beautiful city, and the people in it, they're just the nicest, most humble people you could ever meet. They really are. Their hospitality is like no other in the United States. I appreciate everybody honking and waving. I really enjoy it. It makes me feel good to know that people do see me, and hopefully they're getting my message, and I hope they hear my story like we're doing now, and I can tell them that eating fried food, eating all the wrong foods, and not exercise, you're not going to feel good. And if you exercise, eat right, you'll feel so much better and enjoy life. You really will. And so now I'm out there just riding around. I hope people see me, and you know, I'm 55 years old now. I do a front flip on a bicycle, and I hope people recognize that and see that when you do, it doesn't matter if you're 50, 60, or 70 years old, if you exercise and take care of yourself, you can always feel like a kid.
You have to agree with Biker Fox. Regular exercise is the key to feeling younger.
And it's really impressive that he used biking to lose 80 pounds.
But you're not as impressed with the spandex pants?
Oh, no, not really. Not so much.
You can find his muscle parts, not in his attire, but at billionsandtrillions.com.
Just ahead, we switch gears and take you on a walk through a bandana tour of downtown Tulsa.
Looking for a new home entertainment experience? Well, hi, and welcome to Video Revolution, Tulsa's best in cutting-edge electronics. Professional, highly trained home entertainment experts. Video Revolution's been serving Tulsans for over 25 years with name brands like Sony, Klipsch, Mitsubishi, Samsung, and so many more. Great selection, price match guarantee, custom installation, expert assistance equals home entertainment success. See for yourself. The Video Revolution showroom features the largest selection of flat panel TVs in all of Oklahoma. Plus the latest in 3D entertainment. Highly trained home entertainment experts on hand, professional delivery, installation, and service after the sale, and the best selection of name brands. Visit us online at videorevolution.com and find out more about everything we have to offer. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Hi, I'm Mike Winkle, Sales Director for Tulsa Truck Works. When you come into Tulsa Truck Works, you'll be instantly thrilled with a complete line of accessories available for your pickup truck. We are Tulsa's best choice for truck accessories, specializing in the brands and professional installation that you can rely upon without fail. Best of all, we install what we sell and can coordinate a complete redo of your truck, van, or SUV. Come see us at 9300 East Broken Arrow Expressway or call us at 628-6700.
Hello again, and thanks for continuing with us for more Explore Tulsa. The oil boom of the 1930s left T-Town with some of the most beautiful architecture in the country.
That's right, Trish. And the stories behind these amazing structures is really what sets Tulsa apart from so many other cities.
So to take it all in, we called on the experts from Bandana Tours.
Hello, I'm Owen Freshley with Bandana Tours of Tulsa. We've been in business for over a decade now, and it'll be my pleasure to give you a tour today. Some Old English derivation for you. Gargoyles were, in fact, the protectors of buildings, and they got their derivation because water would come rushing out down the drain pipes and out the mouth of the gargoyles, which would make a gargling sound. And notice as we enter the building, the Philcade, built in 1931, the original brass grates on your right and your left from when the building was first air conditioned in 1937. So the first thing you'll notice is the gold leaf paneling atop the crown of the building. Once originally all gold, the building was uninhabited for a number of years, and the gold panels were replaced so as during its unoccupancy they wouldn't be marauded. But the walls are St. Genevieve marble, and Waite Phillips' wife was named Genevieve, so it was in tribute to her that he built this. $2.5 million was the cost of building this building, and that was in 1929. The cost today could be upwards of $30, even $40 million. These pieces were hand cut and shipped to Tulsa separately from Italy. These chandeliers were built by the Empire Chandelier and Glass Company of Sand Springs, and they were $300 a piece, which was the same cost at the time of a Model T Ford. Waite Phillips, of course, was a very wealthy man. He was also a very generous man. There were security concerns, and since Waite Phillips lived in the penthouse across the street with his 2 kids and his wife, and he had his office on the top of this building, for privacy, security, and convenience, he had this built. Waite Phillips would have used this to avoid the public at the time, as he didn't know what types of people he would run into. Here you can see a scale model of the Mid-Continent Tower, originally the Josh Cosden building, built in 1917. Josh Cosden was an oil entrepreneur that made and lost his fortune in oil several times before finally getting his building built. This statue is called the Roughnecks, and it depicts 2 men threading a new length of pipe to go deeper into an existing oil well. This was popped out of a mold, and you can actually find exact duplicates of it in the Petroleum Club and other buildings around Tulsa. If you were to take off the marble behind this column here, you would see that framework running throughout the length of the buildings. It was a mark of status that these stones came from Italy. We're going to go ahead and continue on. Starting here, we have the Tulsa Foundation for Architecture, open from 10 to 2, Monday through Friday. And they have pieces from dilapidated buildings, buildings torn down. Here you have pieces from the Ritz Theater, built in 1926, demolished in 1960, which is just a shame. If you look up at the top here, you can see there was all types of business at one time. And you'll see the inside of the theater here has Romanesque statues. Just another touch that you rarely see these days again. And it's actually so unfortunate, it's now a parking lot. Now here in the lobby of the 320 South Boston building, I'd like to point out the hand-painted ceiling. And as we exit, I want to point out the original brass framework, the ornate designs, and the brass door frame here. I'd like to thank you for joining me today, and I'd like to especially thank Explore Tulsa for their time. I hope I can see some of you in person. Thank you.
This week's show has been filled with colorful characters, and Owen Freshley is no exception.
And I dug his Indiana Jones hat, too.
Oh, yeah.
But if you really want the thrill of adventure, stop in at Video Revolution, located at 71st and Lewis, and tell them you took the downtown tour with Explore Tulsa. Then you'll be registered to win a 40-inch Sony Bravia TV to be given away August 31st.
You can also register online by visiting us at exploretulsachannel.com and send us an email with the same information.
Hey Stevie, do you happen to speak any French?
Oh, the language of love, like Pepe Le Pew.
I'll take that as a big fat no. So I'll explain to you that bonbonniere is French for a fancy little shop. Our next stop when Explore Tulsa continues.
For a taste of Italy in Tulsa, may we recommend Ti Amo. For 20 years, Tulsa diners have come to Ti Amo for the very best in authentic Italian and Mediterranean dishes. With a dining room perfectly suited for single diners or groups and an incomparable menu, it's easy to see why Ti Amo has been voted best Italian restaurant in Tulsa. Ti Amo now with 2 locations, 61st and Sheridan, and our new downtown location on the northeast corner of 3rd and Cheyenne. Ti Amo, fine dining at an affordable price.
There's more than a new look at Guitar House of Tulsa. The new amp room with Gensbands, Orange, and Mesa Boogie you won't find anywhere else in Tulsa. Expanded guitar and bass sections with Paul Reed Smith, Spector, Music Man, Ibanez, Jackson, Taylor, Takamine, Alvarez, plus a nice selection of vintage guitars. And Tulsa's exclusive Martin Marquis dealer. Best instructors in Green Country with never a lesson sign-up fee. Ask about their 3-month layaways and financing. Guitar House of Tulsa. They'll keep you strumming along. On Admiral east of Sheridan, online at guitarhouseoftulsa.com.
Thanks for staying with us for more Explore Tulsa, and it's time for us to do a little shopping.
Hold on to your credit cards, ladies, because our next stop will have you wanting to fill the entire house with fashion elegance.
Let's go shopping at Bonbonniere.
I'm Deanna Boyd, owner of Bonbonniere. It's a fancy little shop you'll find on Cherry Street. We carry home decor as well as apparel. We have some fabulous easy care fine linens, as well as some vintage style apparel. Home decor, I have a few collectible antiques and vintage pieces. I grew up in Norman and moved here for my son who is autistic. We got a diagnosis, so we moved to Tulsa and did intensive therapy with him for the next 10 or so years. And when I chose to open a shop 4 years ago, it was so I would have a second income as well as develop a meaningful, purposeful activity that I can incorporate him into my business once he finished his education. Part of what I'm doing is developing kind of a workshop with him and a few others, high-functioning autistic individuals who need something to do. He's a senior in high school, so he's starting to come work with me a little bit now, as well as a couple others. And we also do some projects, packaging, a little bit of manufacturing. There are lots of opportunities for lower functioning. The higher functioning kids, it's kind of difficult. And with autism in particular, they have a lot of trouble staying focused. So while some high functioning individuals with disabilities could stock grocery shelves or they could kind of be let go at some sort of business, the autism kids really need constant supervision. It needs to be very detailed, organized, orderly, structured activity with no downtime and constant supervision. I chose this type of store because I love everything I purchase for the store to resell. This is what I'm good at. I did visual merchandising for a number of years. Love home decor. I've developed my own look, which is a blend of French and English country, vintage. It's a little bit Edwardian, a lot of 1926. I'm loving the deco period. So we're pulling all those together, making a nice, elegant, casual blend, easy to live with, comfortable, but it looks all your own. And so the items that I choose, whether it's tabletop, linens, apparel, bedding, those items can all be mixed and matched and blended and layered. The Bella Notte linens, they have a look all their own. The apparel has a look all its own. And you combine it with different pieces to give it a look that's all your own. So it will look like no one else. We also do jewelry, layers of jewelry, and it will look like you. We've got a lot of great gift ideas. So if you're looking for something that is unique, special, again, that you're not going to find anywhere else. We've got some wonderful things. An example would be our home fragrance collection. We've got soaps and bath salts, lotions, bubble bath, as well as candles. And we blend our own fragrances, and they're hand-poured soy in recyclable glass, so it's all very friendly. And they are wonderful. This is a new line that we've just started our own little company. Thank you so much for coming by. I've enjoyed getting to know you, and I hope you'll come by again and let me help you put together your own unique design, whether it's bedding, apparel, tabletop, or floral design. Just remember that we are Bonbonniere, Fancy Little Shop on Cherry Street, or you can visit us online at fancylittleshop.com.
Deanna has really made herself an amazing and beautiful little shop.
Plus, she's doing wonderful things for her son and other autistic folks, too, by creating a way for them to have a future.
To find out more about Bonbonniere, visit fancylittleshop.com.
Stick around, there's more Explore Tulsa just ahead.
Envision Media Group has teamed up with Video Revolution, Tulsa's leader in electronic sales, service, installation, and repair, to offer the latest advances in video production technology to the Tulsa area. From multi-camera HD production to live web streaming and TV studio production, Envision Media Group provides production services to television stations, sports organizations, corporations, and agencies. Envision Media Group's team of professionals has over 50 years of combined broadcast television experience, and thanks to Video Revolution, we now have all the latest toys and capabilities at our fingertips to produce your next project on time and on budget. Envision Media Group and Video Revolution are a powerful team and ready to tackle any video project needs you might have. For more information, visit us online at envisionmediagroup.com. Envision the possibilities.
Hi, I'm Jamie Harris with Qantas Creative. Did you know that Qantas Creative provides IT services? That's right. We specialize in the full gamut of IT solutions, including structured cabling for data, voice, and video, as well as full network architecture and setup. Our IT services are unmatched because we're a one-stop shop for IT solutions. Is your business ready to take advantage of new opportunities and emerging technologies? Qantas Creative offers IT solutions tailored to your business to save you time and money. We'll work with business owners of any size business, from new ones still working out of their home to businesses with dozens of locations. With more than 2 decades of experience in IT services, our technicians can offer you outstanding, cost-effective service for all IT applications. Let the Qantas Creative team help you with your IT needs today. Call us at 918-794-2758 or visit us online at qantascreative.com. That's qantascreative.com.
Remember, stop in at Video Revolution, tell them that you went on a downtown tour with Explore Tulsa, and you'll be registered to win a 40-inch Sony Bravia TV to be given away August 31st.
You can also email us your entry by visiting exploretulsachannel.com. Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show, so special thanks to John Erling for capturing Oklahoma history with the voices of Oklahoma.
Thanks too to Biker Fox for inspiring us to get out and stay fit. Also to Owen Freshley of Bandana Tours for sharing with us his insight of downtown Tulsa.
Plus, thanks to Deanna Boyd of Bonbonniere for her goodwill, style, and class.
Remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at exploretulsachannel.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is always brought to you by Video Revolution.
And we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.